It's just stuff that I've developed and played with for a long time. But it probably took me 3 months before I ever started using this move in matches. So you play with it, okay? Because it can put you in bad situations if you don't know where you're going. Alright, now, that's the way I prefer to do it. Most of the time I'm going to score there, okay? But there's situations that guys are going to do to try and stop it, okay? Now, can you tell me a way you can try and stop this move?
Stand up. Stand up.
No. We're talking to you right now.
I don't know.
That's a really bad situation.
Get out of bounds.
Get out of bounds. Alright, well, we'll go with a pretty common way. A lot of guys try and ball up. I get my lock, and a lot of guys go into a little ball. I was actually wrestling at my high school in a dual meet. The first time a kid ever did that to me. His name is Zach Berman. He's a state champ for Providence, Illinois. And I was wrestling him. And the first time he went to a ball, and I'm trying to figure out, where do I go from here? And then while I'm trying to figure it out, he looks over at the coach, Coach Healy. He's actually kind of my uncle. And he says, "What the hell do I do?" Because he couldn't figure out where to go from there. So eventually I figured out, all right, this is how I'm going to turn a guy if he decides he's just going to ball up and try and fight it. So I'm going to get my lock no matter what. No matter how quick this guy is, whatever, I'm going to get my lock. So I get my lock, and he goes to ball up. Which means he's going to come down, he's going to be down tight here. He's going to be tight down here. Because he figures I'm trying to snatch him up, right? So if I'm trying to snatch him up, if he puts all his weight forward and I can't snatch him up, all right, well then I got to go to something else. I don't have to go to anything else. I figured out a way to score. So, what happens is I come here and he balls up. Okay, well, he's kind of going forward. His pressure's forward. So I'm going to take him the way his pressure is. Okay? I'm going to take him over the top. Now, what becomes very important is everything's going to be very tight here to my chest. Okay? And my shoulder's really going to drive in the back of his head. This is probably the most painful thing out of all of this. He's not going to be able to stop it because it's going to be so much pain and it's going to be so tight that he's going to go. Alright, so when I go with this and I get my lock, he balls up, I'm going to drive my shoulder right in the back of his head. And I'm squeezing everything. I haven't even started to go yet and he wants to jump over. Now, I'm going to do what's called high legging back, which means this leg, this right here, is going to high leg back over the top. Okay? I'm going to keep my pressure forward on his neck, and then I'm going to slide my hands down my chest. It's going to pop him right over into my saddle. Okay? So I'm here, I get my lock in bed, balls up, okay. I'm going to run everything forward, I'm going to high leg over, and pull this down my chest. As soon as he comes over, my leg comes back in, my bottom leg splits, and I'm right in my situation where I want to be. Johnny can tell you that there's a lot of pressure on this. A lot of pressure on the back of his neck, because when he balls up, his head is on the mat. So when I put all my pressure on the back of his neck with my shoulder, he can't relieve any of that pressure. 1. 2, I'm squeezing everything so tight in my chest that I'm starting to choke him out. Okay? And then I'm going to slide everything down my chest, he's going to pop it. There's no chance he's fighting. So I'm going to come here, okay, he balls up, run everything back, pull it over, the leg comes right in, bottom leg splits. Now, these hands are still tight the whole time, okay? The one thing I see with a lot of you guys is you're trying to pull your hand so that you have your arm across his throat. I don't need that, okay? My hands are so that my forearm is across his carotid artery. You guys are adjusting your hands and trying to do this like a straight chokehold. You guys are coming right here, across his throat, and trying to do it like a straight chokehold. I don't need that. I don't want that. My hands are over here, adjusted so that I'm choking off his carotid artery. That's where the pressure is. That's where I want it. Everyone got it? 1, 2, 3.